Amongst the many product lines of Futuregrowth, there's an emerging demand for alternative asset classes. Amongst those, for example, we're involved in alternative credit, infrastructure development, social services, which are very, very much in demand asset classes. Any investment process relies on not just a replicable, grounded, and tested process, but also innovation, creativity, new energy, and new ideas. So you always want this organic flow of people up and through and into the organization. And the only way you're going to do that is if you're always bringing in fresh thinking from a range of analytical disciplines. So the way we approach that is people come in and through Futuregrowth, and they earn the right. We'll give them the opportunity to learn to look at portfolios holistically without losing their responsibility for their initial investment discipline, whether it's credit analysis or deal structuring or even investment admin and operations or valuations or dealing, but also to give them an opportunity to look at it from the top down and continue their core functions while also looking at the portfolios holistically. I'm here with Daphne Bota, Head of Risk Management and a Portfolio Manager at Futuregrowth, to talk about the Portfolio Manager Training Program. Daphne, tell us, how did the Portfolio Manager Training Program get started?
Historically, we've had a process whereby investment analysts were promoted to the role of portfolio manager. That process was quite slow and it was very dependent on product or specific analyst skills. We decided that, to move the process along, we would create a more structured program and be a little bit more intentional about the creation of additional portfolio management skills in the house.
How does it tie up with the Futuregrowth investment process?
Within the Futuregrowth investment process, we have three key value-adding areas. We have interest rates, credit, as well as the dealing function. Currently, the analysts who are eligible for the PM program would be within one of those areas where they would exercise their decision-making rights, and that doesn't change. The PM trainees effectively takes on more responsibility, where they are now responsible for client flows, mandate negotiations, client interaction, so either verbal or in person. So it's taking on additional responsibility in addition to the existing work and elevating the responsibility and leadership within the business and within the investment process.
Can you describe first the selection criteria for the program?
Firstly, we send out an invitation to the whole company to encourage investment professionals to apply to the program. Once we've received the applications as Investment Exco, we will review them. Assuming they have all the minimum requirements, breadth of experience, length of experience, the current performance is up to standard, and also that they have the capacity and willingness to take on additional responsibility. Once looking at all of that, we'll also look at to see who is eligible for that recognition and who can be elevated effectively to a higher level position within the investment process.
How does the program actually run?
The program runs over a long period. It's generally around 18 to 36 months. So how we've structured it is we've got a formal section where we've got set presentations from various members of the business, not just the investment team, but the greater business. So it would include client reporting, our performance team, even our valuations team presents their area so that each candidate will have a good overview of what Futuregrowth and our portfolios are exposed to. Then the more important part is the on-the-job training, where each portfolio management trainee is paired with a portfolio manager. They decide which portfolios the PM trainee will look after or be exposed to over the training period. And then they are required to spend a couple of hours a week together. And what do they expose to? They're exposed to risk management, so daily risk management, daily cash flow management. They will also be exposed to fund transitions, negotiating new mandates, as well as interacting with clients, which is obviously quite a key component of this. So either in written form, responding to client queries, or formally presenting to the client at report backs. And then in terms of assessment, the first part of the assessment, each PM trainee will present to the Investment Exco as if they are a board of trustees. The Investment Exco will assess each candidate relative to each other and on an absolute basis. And we've got a set of requirements that we will mark them on, so to speak. Once that process is complete and we're happy with their progress, each candidate will spend time with Andrew Cantor, our Chief Investment Officer, where they will review portfolio mandates or investment guidelines, and in particular the definitions and notes. The definitions and notes really is more an explanatory document to the mandate, and The aim is not really just to test their knowledge of it, but also to test their thinking about improvements in terms of the actual document, but also our investment process.